What's going on, traders? We're looking at the brand new straight to funded SIM Pro account from Top 1 Futures. These accounts just launched. I'm glad to get my hands on one of these early. Going to be taking a look at all of the different rules, some benefits, drawbacks, who these might be good for in this video. Also important to note that in this video, I'm talking about the promotional period, the rollout of these accounts. Top 1's rolling these out for a set period of time with these additional bonus promotional features, whatever we want to call them. But this rule set, as far as no daily loss limit, the max loss limit, the percent of the equity stability score, the price, the amount that you're able to copy trade is all subject to change. They are rolling this out. They're going to pause accepting new traders after this promotional period, assess how everything's going, and then continue on forward. So this is very aggressive. The numbers, the things I'm going to be discussing in this video are what is rolling out on Monday, but it's important to note that if you're watching this sometime in the future, sometime down the road, that you go to the site, you do your research, you see where everything's at, price-wise, amount of copy traded accounts, percents, max loss limits, all of these things straight from the website. Now, before we jump into it, guys, important for me to note, I am partnered and affiliated with Top 1 Futures. I can't stand to be unbiased if I stand to make money. While we're at that subject, if you want to check these out, the link will be in the description. I'll link it in the video right here. Code RDF will get you the best deal, better than what's in the email, better than the discount on the site. Whatever promo's running, RDF is going to meet or beat it on these accounts. Now, let's jump right into what these are. Brand new, just launched from Top 1 Futures. Important to note, nothing is changing with the current offering. They still have the standard, straight to funded, instant funded accounts, whatever we want to call those ones, and their challenge accounts. These are a new offering. Here's what they are and what they're not. This is an instant funded account, so no challenge, no evaluation. Similar there. These are going to be at a lower price point, cheaper than the current instant funded accounts, with a tighter rule set in most areas. These are going to have an intraday trailing drawdown. That's the first major difference. No end of day trailing drawdown. This is an intraday trailing drawdown on unrealized profit. So it floats with your open equity, meaning as you move up into profit, the drawdown max loss limit is going to trail with you. That is harder, right? So I'll go back and forth with maybe like something that's worse, something that's better. Something that's better, we already talked about price, talked about the intraday trailing drawdown. We have the opportunity to copy trade up to 7 of these at launch. I believe that's going to be a promo. I think they're going to drop it back to 5 of these copy traded, but you're able to copy trade up to 750K instant funded accounts with these this style, the straight to funded SIM Pro. A lot of leverage, a lot of trading capital that you're going to be able to work with. Important to note, while we're talking about copy trading, you can have 7 of these accounts at launch, up to 3 of the original instant funded accounts, which aren't going anywhere, but you cannot copy trade them together. They've been very clear about that to us from the beginning. You're not able to copy trade all 10 at one time. You can copy trade your 7 because they're different rules. You can copy trade your 3 over here. You can't copy trade all of them together. It's going to be in a breach. You're not going to be eligible for a payout. Have to keep those separate. Still a ton of accounts that you're actually able to work with from Top 1 Futures, now up to 10 total with this promo intro of 7 accounts, but 7 copy traded at one. A lot of leverage, especially when we're looking at the 150Ks. Now, another drawback on these accounts, going to be stricter on this side as well. Instead of the 20% consistency rule, we're working with a 30% equity stability score. Now, I'm going to link a video right here because I have a separate video. I think it's worth breaking down in detail what the heck this is. The good news, it is clear cut, it's objective, it's not out for debate. You're not going to have to answer weird questions. You follow it, you're going to be able to make it to a payout clearly, and you can plan it on the front end. Here's what it is briefly. 30% looking at your total best day of profit and worst day of profit. That cannot equal more than 30% of your total profit when you go to withdraw. So break that down again. If you take your largest green day and you add your largest red day, right? So say you go up 2,000 in profit and you go down 1,000 in profit. You would be taking that $3,000 number, the 2,000 added to the 1,000. That number cannot equal 30% or more of your total profit when you go to request a withdrawal. So equity stability score, different than the consistency rule. Essentially, it's similar, but it's looking at your worst day as well as your best day. How I think profitable traders, guys that are going to be able to work towards a payout quickly, are going to work with this. They're going to set a personal daily loss limit and a personal daily profit target in order to keep that within reason. They're going to do the math on the front end, decide how much profit they need to work for to hit a profit target and keep that equity stability score in line. Again, it's a little bit, not confusing, but maybe a little bit new, a little bit difficult to wrap your head around. I have a full video breaking down. Again, I'll link it here. You can check it out on my channel. It's called the equity stability score. When you understand what that is on the front end, it is objectively harder than just a consistency rule. Not going to beat around the bush on that one at all. It is harder, same way that the intraday trailing drawdown is harder. But if you understand what these are, you stand a chance to actually make it towards a payout because you know how to work on it. You can pre-plan your risk management, your trade style from the front end. So let's talk about another positive. Along with being able to copy trade over $1 million in sim capital right off the bat, these have a faster path to a live account. Part of Top One's communication in rolling these out is they want to have a lower cost option. If I didn't say that already, these are going to be cheaper. These are going to be, let's start there. These are going to be cheaper than the instant funded standard accounts. These are going to be a lower price point, more aggressive. I don't know exactly what the price is. I'm going to link it. You'll be able to check it out. Again, code RDF is going to get you the best deal, but these are going to be cheaper. Along with that, because they have the harder rule set, along with that, you're able to copy trade the 7 over $1 million in capital, faster path to a live account. After just 2 payouts from the same account, if you can demonstrate that really tight risk management, you are eligible for a live account. And along with that, you're able to take a larger starting balance to a live account if you make it through on the straight to funded Sim Pro. You're able to take double what you were able to take with you. So instead of starting with the maximum $15,000, you're able to start with a maximum of $30,000. I believe it's 10% of your trading profit at that point, up to $30,000. So again, it is a faster path to a live account going through this route. And there's a benefit of doing it that way. You're able to take a larger starting balance with you to that live account where we know we have a whole bunch of benefits. We're not going to go into the details there, but no consistency rule, daily payouts, no upside caps in the live account, scaling plan to millions of dollars in these additional live accounts that they are going to work as bonus accounts. You want to check that out. I have another video as far as what that is, what the path to live looks like. But for these, faster path to a live account and an additional bonus, able to take double what you're able to take from the standard instant funded accounts to live. Now, these are rolling out with a no daily loss limit on the promo as well. I believe they're going to have one, probably 2% of the starting capital, right? The size of the account in the future. But like the instant funded right now, no daily loss limit. The max loss limit is set to 4%. Now, I believe this is going to be a promo offering as well, but this is actually wider on the 150K account than the standard account right now. 6% of the 150K is going to be $6,000. You're able to work with a $6,000 max loss limit. Important to note, again, it is an intraday trailing drawdown that's going to trail up with you. It's harder to work with. It is tighter on unrealized profit, but you get a wider starting max loss limit to work with in these accounts. Now, the profit requirements to get towards a payout, the profit target are similar. It's 6%, meaning in the 150K, you have to put up $9,000 of profit before you can take out $3,500 for your first payout. It does drop down after that. It gets easier on consecutive payouts after that first one, 5%, and then 4% for your third. There is still the 90-10 profit split off the bat, same as the regular instant funded accounts. When you go to withdraw, you're going to get hit with that 90-10 profit split. Another more difficult piece to work with, different than the standard instant funded accounts. You have 10 minimum trading days, but you also have 7 profitable trading days. And what they're defining as profitable is 0.1% of your starting balance. So that 0.1% of the starting balance for 7 profitable days, meaning if you're running a 50K account, you need a $50 green day to qualify for one of those 7. If you're in the 150K account, like I'm demonstrating here, you have to put up $150. And again, that's what we're looking at on this chart. I know I didn't talk too much about it. It is the exact same that we're looking at. This is a brand new one. I took some test accounts in, test trades in. It is a new cool color, straight to funded Sim Pro account. You can see the other ones that I've been copy trading here. But again, got my hands on one of these early to test. It is on the Project X platform. Like we talked about, you're able to copy trade up to 7 together, not interlacing the accounts, but on the same platform that we know and love. So continuing on, 10 minimum trading days, 7 days, profitable trading days, 0.1% of the account balance, the starting initial capital, meaning $150 days in the 150K account. Now, I talked about the payout being the same as the original instant funded, which aren't changing here in the straight to funded Sim Pro. You have a $3,500 per account withdrawal cap. If you put up $9,000 in profit without violating any of those rules, you're able to take that out. You can take out a maximum from 7 accounts of $24,500. Big benefit of being able to leverage that many copy traded accounts. That's going to be your payout per withdrawal cap. Again, you're going to get considered for a live account after just 2 payouts from the same account. I believe that means whether it's copy traded or just from one individual account, but 2 from the same account is what they're looking for. Again, because these rules are tighter, I think it's going to give them a nice advantage to vet very, very consistent, profitable traders and move them into a live account. Along with that, very similar rules across the board. The same, no scaling requirements. You're able to trade up to 15 contracts in the Sim Pro account, the 150K right off the rip, 150 micros. You're able to trade news, 10-second minimum hold time rule. No EAs, no bots, no holding overnight. So similar basic rules across the board there. And that drawdown lock is the same as you move out into profit. It locks for the 150K at $150,100, essentially $100 past the initial starting capital balance from whatever account you start on. So again, really awesome new program from Top 1 Futures. Nothing changing on the back end. Again, this is a promotional deal. So they're going to change this stuff up after the promotional period as it launches. They're likely going to reduce the amount of accounts that you're able to copy trade. They're going to tighten up on some of these parameters. They are rolling this out to allow guys to get in that want to attempt this and leverage this at a very low price and be able to kind of work on the back end to see what this looks like for them. Who I think this is going to be good for and who I don't think it's going to be good for. I think this is going to be great for traders that are consistent, that are confident, traders that want to leverage a lot of capital and scale very quickly. Also, traders that can handle an intraday trailing drawdown and really understand setting that personal daily loss limit and personal daily profit target to work with the equity stability score. If that's you, I think this is a wild opportunity. Who this might not be great for? Beginner traders, traders that are early on, traders that want more flexible rules to be able to let profits run without trailing stop losses, maybe to break even, to into profit, to not allow unrealized profit to come back down on you, right? Guys that are holding trades, guys and girls that are holding trades, all day and allowing it to fluctuate, that might be more difficult to deal with. Or just traders that are newer in general, right? If you're not consistent on the easier, more flexible accounts, maybe one at a time, does it make sense to load up with, 7 of these accounts and 3 of the other ones and copy trade everything? No, I don't think so. But more than anything else, what I really encourage you guys to do, I appreciate you watching this video, head to the site. Again, it's linked down below this video. You can use code RDF if you want to check the pricing out, but read the rule set for yourself. Understand in detail the rule set, everything, the intraday trailing drawdown, the profit target, the max loss limit, the equity stability score, what you need to do to work towards a payout, the path to live, all of these things so you can make the best decision for yourself. You've got to decide if this is something that you want to attempt, right? Just like any other prop firm, if you want to spend your hard-earned money, you got to come to the decision for what's best for you. If you guys want to check out how I'm trading with Top 1 Futures here on Project X, I do it live, free, 9:30 a.m. Eastern almost every dang day. Would be more than happy to have you on there. You guys got questions, feel free to ask it down below. You can also hit their support. If you're questioning anything on these, any of the rules, you don't understand something, you can't get a hold of me, definitely reach out to their support, test the support on the front end, but also just get a full understanding of these. Remember, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't provide financial advice. Nothing you see or hear from me here or anywhere else is a suggestion or recommendation to do anything. Trading is extremely risky. Most traders do lose money. Do your own research, make your own decisions. Read CFTC Rule 4.41, which is what this is, even in funded prop firm accounts, and the affiliate and partnership disclaimer that says I stand to make money from links and codes in my content, like Top 1 Futures, code RDF. I can't be unbiased if I stand to make money. Hope to see you guys trading live. Hit like, hit subscribe. More info rolling out on these accounts and the entire offering from Top 1 Futures. Talk to you guys 9:30 a.m. Eastern live here on YouTube.